retirement recognition.
Actually, these two guys, we discussed it during the budget hearings, and they're going to be retired at the end of this month. And I'm not going to be here, so I wanted to do a little something for them. You know, slip up to the Bahamas.
Literally.
This first one, well, if you come over here, we got you this little flag here. We want to let you know how much we do appreciate you. But it says presented to Ricky Belvin on today's date in recognition of 12 years of service to the Brown County Sheriff's Office and the citizens of Brown County. So just good luck to you in the future.
Thanks, sir.
And if you need a job again, just let me know.
All right.
And then we got this guy here.
How long's Ricky been here?
This guy here, I mean, we go back and forever and ever and ever. It's like, gosh, we've been working together since late 80s, I guess. We started, today's your hire date, actually, in 1980, wasn't it? 45 years ago today. He's already retired once, but he loved me so much, he had to come back and get some more. So, but he's decided now he's going to go to the house. But we all know that this guy could be wearing my badge at any point in his career that he wanted to. He could, but he's just that kind of guy that didn't want to do. They're not guaranteeing he could be sheriff here for 40 years if he wanted to be. Just most everybody loves him. Sometimes people don't like us, but most everybody loves us. But we want to give you this plaque here, Posey. It says in recognition of 45 years of service to the Brown County Sheriff's Office and the citizens of Brown County. We appreciate your invaluable contributions to our agency. Your legacy of commitment will always be remembered. So congratulations. I do have a romance with this guy. What do you want us to do?
Yeah, I don't want to advance his age. I don't.
He's kind of picture you see in the post office, right? Thank you, fellas. I do appreciate you all very much. Thank you all. Nice to meet you.
He's new business. Consideration. Now, the next four items all relate to budget adoption, tax rate adoption. Consideration and possible approval of the date for a public hearing to consider the budget for FY 25-26. That we will be setting the budget for the public hearing on September 8th, 2025. The notices will be put into the newspaper and the newspaper and Brownwood News this Saturday. As y'all know, the newspaper only publishes once a week now. So, sorry. And, so it's pretty difficult to get stuff in the newspapers to do it right in advance. So I will entertain a motion to set a public hearing for the adoption of the budget on September 8th.
They're gonna meet all our obligations.
Yes.
Which is an A or B or both?
September 8th is a public hearing date.
It's been moved and seconded that we set September the 8th, excuse me. Joe and then Kirk.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Kirk second.
I did, but
So it's been moved and seconded that we set a public hearing on the adoption of the budget for FY 25-26 on September the 8th at 9 a.m. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Anyone opposed? Next, we'll consider a motion to actually set the date for the adoption of the budget for FY 25-26. And that will also be on September the 8th or some day after September the 8th.
They can't be done on the same day.
That can be,
So you want me to put that or something after?
sure,
you need that.
I've got it. Did you make a motion?
Yeah.
It's been moved and seconded that we set the date of the adoption of the budget for FY 25-26 for September the 8th or any day thereafter. All in favor, say aye. Anyone opposed? There is none. C is consideration and possible approval of a date for a public hearing to consider the tax rate for tax year 25. That will also be on September the 8th.
Move to approve tax rate 2025.
It's been moved and seconded that we set the date for a public hearing to consider the tax rate for tax year 25 on September the 8th. All in favor, say aye. Anyone opposed? There is none. D is consideration possible approval of the actual date for the adoption of the tax rate for tax year 25. That will also be on September the 8th, 2025. So I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the adoption of the tax rate for 2025.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve, that we set the date for the adoption of the tax rate for tax year 2025 on September the 8th. All in favor, say aye.
So I don't find 26, well, like the other one.
Yeah, well, no, it's,
25, 26.
no, the tax years are calendar years.
Would that be
Right.
Sunday?
It would be, have to be 26, wouldn't it?
Would that be Sunday?
Don't you set the tax rate for this year to collect your taxes to fund your budget for 25-26?
Would that also be the first
He
Sunday?
won't know that, he won't know how to collect money until we tell him what tax rate. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I thought so.
Would that also be Sunday, Sunday? Or would that be exactly?
That'll be in the 8th. Yes. So all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Consideration and possible approval of calling an order of special election to be held on the 4th.
Here first is an order of election for November the 4th. It's 17 constitutional amendments. Brownwood ISD trustee place 6 and the city of Ames special tax increase. And I will make signatures on all of them. Please, sir, and if you'll give me a copy of that. Sure. I appreciate it.
Is it the one that's got the first?
Yes, ma'am.
Accepting trustee Which Brownwood City Bank special tax. Is that an action item?
Today's the last day, so it's an action.
What about all the stuff they're doing in special sessions? That happens.
That's the only thing we have that we're calling to election.
And we're not doing ranch or It's been a motion. They're bringing it up.
If I make a motion to approve, we calling the special election, we'll see what they do before.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the order calling a special election to be held on November 4th for Brentwood ISD as a trustee place and then City of Banks.
City of Lincoln has a tax increase.
Like, it's tax increase, and what's the third one?
17 constitutional amendments.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? There is discussion and possible action regarding a new home pad system for elections.
Yes, so while I was at a conference, I received several emails and I can share them with you all if you like, but it's all hurt. They're hurt, they're disappointed, and they have gone bankruptcy as well as let all their employees go. So while I was down there, I got some estimates or some quotes of new home pads that I got looked into. First one is going to be No Heat. And the second one will be Your Star. No Heat works directly with our voting system right now. They work with hard, matter of fact, we get the tablets from No Heat. And we get all the other equipment from Hart. So I have inquired with No Heat, which 20 full pads. That means we have 16 locations and we will have magnets. We do have 2 locations on early voting at the election office. So I asked for a quote for 29 pads. The poll pads will come completely from No Heat. As you can see, I have all the prices down there. The poll pads alone are $6,800. And then for the election support, for the annual and the license would be $5,000, but that would not start until 2 years. It will not start this year. So for the knowing total with the license agreement would be $11,800. Hard supplies the rest of the knowing. They supply the cases for transportation, the storage, they are now flip pads. So when a person comes in to sign in, instead of having this big old machine, they're just going to have this little pad that slips over so that my workers will see it, they'll flip it over for a signature. I did use it, I did demo it, I don't really didn't like it, but I feel like that's y'all's decision to make if we will go with them or not. And Hard will supply the service. They will come in, they will download everything. They'll do training if I need training, but I think I might need to do that because I watched all everything while I was down there. So the total price with Hard and No Heat is $28,000. Not counting, I can minus $5,000 because that would not start in 2 years. So we don't have to pay the $5,000 up front. No, the $5,000 will not be paid up front. And I was informed by No Heat, this is something that we have to move forward. We have to get this done, and they told me they could have it done in 2 to 3 weeks.
So I got a question, is this something we do by our
I did. I ran it by IT, and they had suggested that No Heat was the best to go because it does work with our all of our voting stuff. We count from one system, so we actually have 2 vendors for the poll pads and Hart that would be working with us. They would work hand in hand.
So the total hard price with No Heat is $39,000. That's not 28.
Well, I have the, I don't have
That's
that
not-
number today.
not in that.
The 11,000 comes from just the pole pads. And that should be on the front
Right, the
page.
28 does not include the 11.
No, sir. So if you look on the front sheet, that is pole pads only, that come, well, the iPads. They come from Notebook.
We have to have those.
We have to have those.
We get a, don't take on reimbursements for unused
All
funds.
that Motec will, they will need to reimburse us. I have reached out to Motec and told them that we would like to cancel our contract. And we pay them as, I got that too.
Well, we have to tell them to cancel our contract when they breach the, going bankrupt.
Actually, I talked to an attorney from the Secretary of State that when I was there, okay, what do we get back from Motec? The other, they went bankruptcy.
Yeah.
We actually did not.
We just put on vendor list with
Yes, sir, and we're supposed to pay them 5,000, let me see where I wrote that at. Motec annual license and support is $5,420, which is due September of 2025. That will not be paid.
correct.
Correct. So I've also checked in with another pole pad that I have given y'all. And that is with VR Systems. I went to VR Systems, I talked to them about it, I looked at it. We do currently have VR system that we work with our mail imbalance. It's a system that we pay, let me get their page. We currently pay VR Systems an annual license and support of $2,704. VR System gave us a quote for 20 full pads.
Is that this year?
Yes, sir, that is VR System. I'm so sorry, EDID.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, underneath it is a VR Systems. They have quoted us a total initial fee of $52,800 with an annual maintenance and support of $5,920 a year. I think that with either company, we pay a license and a support fee, either way. So I'm hoping we can work somewhere in the middle that we don't have to pay too much.
So which one, in your opinion, is the best one?
I have reached out to IT to see what they had suggested. I have the contracts for both of them. I have a copy of I can make several copies if you'd like. I would go with Notebook. I felt it was friendly.
What's the price difference between the Mac and VR?
Let's see. I worked 1.5 hours just yesterday, and you would think I would have that. 52,800 would be for VR system. And when do we have 35,000?
About 30.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the one you would recommend?
Yeah, I think that we need, I'm not sure, but I would suggest kind of taking a little time to digest this. Talk to Sam.
How much time do we have?
Well, we start early voting October the 20th.
So that's still.
Judge, these are just copies of the contract.
2 months away.
They gotta deal with all the place.
Yeah, we,
2 or 3 weeks.
and I suggest that too. I think it's something you can read over the contracts that you have. I have the original contracts, but I did make a copy so that y'all could look through the,
How long's the contract? What's the duration of the contract?
I just emailed it to, they have it.
That's true.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
So I do have, which I'm sure y'all, I thought it was, I sent y'all an email from Motec. That was one, maybe third. Very heartfelt that they had to close their doors.
We're gonna take no action on that, then.
Yeah, that's, I think, back a week or two. Decision.
Okay.
She's also here for Judy.
Yes, and I just currently found out that I talked to an attorney about not having a Democratic chair, and they had advised me to go to the meeting and try to get the executive chair from there, so I would like to table this, please.
Okay.
Yes, I'll wait.
They don't have a Democratic chair.
Well, I was contacted by Mike Bullard that he was still, but they don't have him on the Secretary of State or Democratic chair. So that's something I need to look into, so that was this morning, so I'd like to take this.
Okay, sure, sure. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We've got executive session, payment of bills, general pay the bills. Yes.
Yeah. I make a motion, we approve the bills as presented by the auditor.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the payment of these claims that has been presented this morning. And before you get to the discussion, all in favor say aye. Opposed? There's none. We will recess the regular session at 9:28.